Welcome to another exciting episode of the BB podcast. You know, it's always exciting because whenever we come your way, we don't just come, we come prepared, set to serve you as hot as it is. We they give them to you like delicious meal where every ingredient they inside. You have to learn, you have to get entertained, and you have to go home with something. It's always something to take home from our conversation. Today's on to is not different. And you know, as always, I don't do this alone. I do this with my goons, with my fellow soldiers, with my fellow parliamentary members. One on my far right, very far right, is our able big man. One guy where people they drag well. People they say, this guy they talk too much, but he's always hitting the points. He always hits the nail on the head, and he's no other person but Bright Vossa.
Yeah. This thing just be like.
No, but I see the comments.
Yeah,
people
you
they
get no wait.
people
You get
they
my full name for a month. I don't know why.
oh, so like I for the column half
Right.
Vossa.
Charlie, what's up?
I'm
What's
good.
up?
Oh,
It's
how are you
nice,
doing?
It's nice
How are
being
you
back,
doing?
and yeah.
I like this your shirt.
Oh,
It
thank
looks
you.
it looks very nice.
Thank you.
After now, Sha, if you lost, make you know say I go buy some.
I beg you.
Yes, and close to Bright Vossa is the ever pretty, the sexy, the black is beauty,
Yep.
the eloquent, the figure eight shaped, Esther Danka Reynolds.
What's up?
I was expecting to yeah.
No, today I'm actually enjoying myself. The introduction is very enjoyable, so I was just enjoying it. Continue. Don't
Oh,
stop.
nice. But how are you doing though?
I'm fine. I'm just a little tired, but I'm very fine. How are you doing?
I'm good.
You're looking good.
A good.
Let me continue.
No, because I
Let
wanted
me
to extend
continue
my
now.
compliments, and then you know what I wanted to say.
Now,
You know,
come on, guys, check him out.
a good not to make attention
He's
be on
blushing
me.
differently. He dey
Esther,
Wait till they
you are
have.
making
Wait till they
attention
solve.
be on me, I beg
Wait
you. Let
till
me
they
introduce our Oyibo Pepper.
Wait till they solve.
Let me introduce our Obroni. Let me introduce. She's laughing already because the one and only Jemima Kafui Glover.
Glover.
How are you?
I'm doing good. Thanks
You know-
for asking.
Yeah. You know, I've learnt a lot from you this past episode, especially when you fire your points. They are always, they hit directly to the guys. So me myself, I they learn a lot.
One person be like, the girl they talk to me direct. I'll be like, what?
I'm the guy's lawyer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lawyer.
So, my
When I
guys.
get lawyer for
Lawyer,
my
you're
side.
speaking for you.
All right. Before we go into the topic today, you know that without certain people, we can't be here
Yep.
serving you as hot as it is. And we have Coco Pop.
Coco
Pop, who is always sustaining us, refreshing us. I beg, before I go continue, make I just have one glass of Coco Pop. Oh, I'm the one talking. I'm the one who's supposed to drink. Allow me. Let me breathe. So Coco Pop, for all your events, even when you day house alone, you want to have a good time with a family, just order one Coco Pop. It's family size. You yourself, you know, go fit drink them alone. Just order a Coco Pop, put them for fridge. If you want to have your birthday, you want to do any kind of celebration with friends, family, just Coco Pop. Just call the number on your screen and call BB Podcast, and you will be served with hopefully discounts, and you know how it is. Bliss Clubhouse, Bliss Venue, the right place to be in case you want to do any kind of event, birthday party, wedding reception. You want to even do a concert. You want to have a mini concert pool party because the pool is sky. So if your goons, everybody you invited to the party, they are swimming, they can easily just say hi to God as it is, And then there's a sky bar there too that you can have fun and also relate to Baba Jah one-on-one, Jah Rastafari. Hello. fellow goons.
Mr. Bright, please, has he introduced himself?
Oh yeah.
I've introduced
I
myself.
didn't hear.
No.
Me too.
Let it
I
be. Let
didn't
me not
hear.
introduce myself. Let me not introduce myself. Let
Someone
it
could
be.
introduce
No,
you.
the people know me already.
No.
No. I'm very humble. I'm very humble. I'm a humble person. I'm humble. All right. Today's topic is one that a lot of you is shying away to talk about. I mean, you have talked about it in your small circle already.
Yeah.
You have talked about it even in your head. You have thought about it, but nobody they talk about them openly like this as we want to talk about this conversation. And it's not other thing but adulthood. Adulthood. How the transition be from childhood to adulthood. You know, a lot of people say adulthood be very difficult. Some say that they enjoy adulthood. And you know, growing up as a child, you wish say you don't grow. You wish that you are at a certain age so that you will get certain things. But then when you get to that age, it will be like say, you wish you never grew up to this age, you know. So, but then everybody have their different perspective about adulthood. If it is smooth and going well for them, some it's a struggle. But we just want to dissect and talk about adulthood generally. Some of the things that comes with adulthood, some of the responsibilities, some of the pressure, and some of the fun. Because not be just pressure alone. There are advantages and disadvantages of adulthood. Hey, why are they bad too much today like that?
Exactly. Like
Sip
today,
your
I-
drink.
Make us, I beg. Cocoa pop. So many people get their different perspective, but there are always advantages and disadvantages.
Yep.
And that's what we want to talk about today. And I would like to start with asking Jemima Kafui Glover. Now you did my immediate right.
Immediate right.
How is adulthood? How do you see adulthood?
Okay, so thanks for the question. And before I share my thoughts on how adulthood is, I would like to quickly break down what adulthood is, because a lot of people have different perception about adulthood. But adulthood is a transition from childhood to maturity. So when you're a child growing up, you think about a lot of things, especially when you are watching TV or going around your senior siblings. They do certain things you wish you were an adult so you can also join without thinking about the consequence until you are fully grown to feel the experience before you can either wish you were still a child or you are an adult now. So I would say growing up wasn't easy. Yes. And sometimes I feel like I wish I was still a child, because when you're a child, you don't have anything to be thinking of, because your parents are there to provide anything you want for you. But adulthood itself is a responsibility on its own, because now you have to fend for yourself. There are certain things you can't ask your parents, because they are also looking forward to you. They also wish you could even extend a helping hand to them. Yet you are now finding yourself in that adulthood situation. So I would say adulthood is not just something small, but a whole responsibility.
Yes, fair enough. As a child, you don't have anything to worry about. But for me, I still think there are certain things you have to worry about as a child. But when we will talk about that, when we start going deep into it, we'll now figure out some of the things as a child. So, Esther, do you think adulthood is something everyone should be prepared for?
No.
Why?
Because like Glover said, when you're a child you want to grow up so fast, you want to be an adult and all that. Then when you finally enter it, it can't be like say you put leg for inside hot water.
And probably because those kind of conversations have not been had in the past, like now. So I'm asking if now we fulfill to prepare the younger generation for adulthood.
Oh, yes.
Do you think there is need to prepare the younger people for adulthood, or we just leave them here? They just
Oh no, we need to prepare them for adulthood. And sometimes I feel it is better they learn on their own rather than you telling them. Because when you tell them, it seems we feel like, imagine you as a child, and then somebody telling you, when you grow up, this will happen, this will happen, this will happen, and the person will be protecting you though, but you feel you want to explore and know how everything entails. So in as much as they should prepare them for adulthood, they can also sit down and just guide them, not any strict movement. Just let the child explore a little and know what they're about.
No, I think navigating itself, adulthood. I feel like say it be a phase where we are all not prepared for it. We are just embracing that unknown. I like they go somewhere where you don't know, say like you'll be there. You get it? Even in as much as we were kids, we all want to grow up so early because they've created this kind picture in our head to be like, no, when you go to school, after school, you get a good job, by this time, if you don't marry, you get a whole point.
Yeah.
Because to me, I feel like they've lied to us.
No, I want to ask you, say, how has adulthood been for you?
For me, it's been a very, very rough surface for me. I'm there for everybody, but then for me, myself personally, it being a rough surface for me.
Throughout.
How? Throughout your adulthood?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
It's his experience.
His experience is,
so
yeah.
let him
Are you sure?
express himself.
That's his experience.
Sometimes a lot of people don't understand when you say that adulthood has not been easy for you, especially looking like you are okay. A lot of people's perspective are bright. He has nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
He's okay. He's doing well, bro. I mean, like. Sometimes a lot of conversation doesn't have to go on because you are afraid of losing your guards down, because you always want to be the one people look up to, the one that look very strong, that people be like, nah, come on, this guy can do it, then I can also do it.
So
But
which particular part of adulthood is your problem? Is it the bills paying, or which particular one?
like, I mean, what kind of bill?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
The bill aspect.
Which aspect of adulthood is a struggle for you?
Yes.
Is it the pain of the bills? As you grow up now, you got discover say you take care of everything yourself,
You see,
or
bill, they didn't tell us that bill were living things. As you grow with it.
Are you sure? Because there are certain things you want to do. They will tell you to wait when you grow up.
That is what I want you to understand, that they didn't tell us that bills that we pay now are living things that you grow with, because they tell you that wait, when you grow up, as you are growing, the bills are growing with you. So you reach that surface to that point where you know that now you can take care of it by yourself. That is where you know that people are depending on you.
And mind you, problem no they finish.
no?
Yes.
But let's see it from this perspective
Okay.
now. Yeah, you know, adulthood is something you can't escape from.
That is the reality of life.
Except say you die young. You understand?
For God forbid.
Yeah, but naturally you cannot escape from it. So it means that as a child is growing up, by all means you will become an adult. So we were there like this now. We've experienced childhood before.
Yeah.
So we now know what adulthood looks like from our personal experience. So how do we now make the younger people understand what adulthood is? Or should we let them come and see it like us?
The unfortunate thing we say, a lot of people won't buy into what you are saying. A lot of people won't buy into what an adult is saying. Like that saying go that what an old man sit and see.
Old man, adults be different.
You see, that is what I want to make you understand. Say, as you grow now, somebody where they 18, where they tell them what they happen in your age range right now. You go tell you say your adulthood is different from what he or she will come and experience.
Gen Z.
Gen Z.
So they want to explore.
They want to explore.
Because they'll even tell you, say, you when was your time, you did stuff.
Yeah.
When is this time?
Yeah,
you don't want
okay.
me to do
Your time
my
has
own.
you've
passed.
not even
Yeah.
navigated through it yet. You've not figured how you were able to come to this far by yourself. You get, so imagine telling someone you've already figured it out. How does that sound to you?
No, what I mean be say, there is a the adulthood be process,
Yeah.
and after the adulthood phase, we have young adults, older adults.
Yeah.
So before old age go come, do you get? So all these phase be what you must pass through, and there are some principles of life where we say like it be 1 + 1 be 2. There are some things where we say you must face. If you put these two things together, you go face them. Just like if you if you tell a younger person now that if you dey follow woman or you dey sleep with woman, the end product is pregnancy.
But don't
But
forget.
maybe at the end of the day, if the girl get belle, go tell it's not mistake.
So you see, you said there's a principle that 1 + 1 is equal to 2.
Yeah.
But that's not the only way to get 2. 2 + 0 is also 2.
Okay, that one today.
Yeah. So if you see, when you see now the Gen Zs, when you are telling them something you've experienced, they're also finding ways to just rebuke whatever you are telling them, because they also want to explore. They want to know what this adulthood is, because we have young people like 18 years living with women, paying bills, renting for them, buying them expensive gifts, whereas we have somebody who is close to even 28 can't do such things.
So is adulthood about paying bills?
Exactly.
That is what it's all about.
So the
like,
moment you start paying bills, you're an adult.
no,
See,
but
so
it comes with
let
too
So
much
does it not
let me
come?
cite one-
Is there no age to these things,
There's
or
age
is it not?
from
Is there not?
20 years.
18.
Yes. No.
From
From-
Yes,
from
18.
18, you are not
20.
an adult.
From 20.
18 is not.
It is from
Adult.
20, not 18.
It's from
So,
20.
yeah.
You
So-
can marry at the age of
18
18. You're
is
an
teen.
adult.
Wait. Teen. We have teenager.
Yes.
From 13 to 19 is a teenager. That's why they say 19.
Yeah.
So
A
from
teenager can also be an adolescent, right?
Adolescents be teenager. Be maybe from 12, 13.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's
They are
adolescent
all
age.
teen.
I hear you.
But yes, to maybe
But what I mean
according
is,
to Ghana law,
in 19 years,
that age you can be able to get married. But
Good.
when we are talking about adulthood,
adulthood
It starts from 20
It starts from
years.
20
You.
going, yeah?
Yeah.
So a 20-year-old person, how would they talk about? We're not talking about the other adolescents. Do you get? So what I'm trying to say is, navigating through this process, if say you live from 18 to let's say 25, there's a process, and there are things that you know that you definitely face.
Yeah.
So is it everybody who face all these things, or just specifically?
Depending on where you find yourself.
how adulthood cannot be specified to only
No,
certain
he
people.
Is it
said,
everybody who
is it-
faces
is
the
it
struggle you are
everybody?
facing
Yes.
now as an adult?
That is why I'm
The way you
saying,
say you smile,
at a certain kind of way. I think it's relative, right?
Yeah.
Because what I'm going through might not be what you are going through.
Yes.
Your
my struggle may be
your
different from
struggle
your
may be different. Your adulthood, how you see it, may be different from any one of us.
And
sitting here.
sometimes the environment you find
the
yourself
environment you also find.
So
yourself.
why are everybody now saying adulthood is a struggle?
It is. Because it comes with a lot of things. You being an adult, aside paying bills, you think about
You
your
have-
emotional stability.
Your mental health.
Mind you, it's not every adult that pays bills. Some people were born with silver spoons, so they automatically just enjoy certain
But
qualities.
True.
good, but you
No,
still have to
you see-
ask somebody for
you
that
see-
benefit.
You see, I want you people to understand something. In as much as somebody be DP, that doesn't no means say they go through adulthood.
Go through a lot.
So what?
Wait,
What do
he
you
might
mean?
have, he or she might have a silver spoon already in a month, or
Yeah.
for a month already. But mind you, he get other people where they tell him something. We be like, Charlie, this thing today. Then he begins to feel it.
yeah.
Because mind you, we are in a society of independence. Somebody they depend on you for something, not necessarily money, but for maybe
Emotional support or
good, but that person would be that strong for emotion. He needs somebody to cry on. That person they go cry on. If you know build himself emotionally, can you cry on that person?
No.
That's a point.
You get the whole argument
Yeah.
right now. Adulthood, we all haven't figured it out yet, but it be relative to everybody. Where everybody they go through in one way or the other.
So, but if you, for me, I feel like it is just this part of the world we did. That's why we feel like people. There are people out there
Have
who
you
they.
considered-
So, are you saying people are not enjoying adulthood?
People are enjoying
people are
it.
enjoying
Doing
adulthood.
it, oh.
That one true
So,
fact.
so
But
what are
mind
you? So, what are we not saying?
There is a mental cycle of all the adulthood we are talking about.
Good.
Because the person is an adult, right? He will get married.
Yeah.
The person they go get married to might not be the same person.
Exactly.
They might not come from the same background.
Social
But
standards.
know
The
that
same social standard,
Right.
because we all want to, since we are in a society, we interdepend on each other.
Yeah.
So that person where they can, it be different environment the person come from. Before, imagine, okay, me they born me like I grew up for Ashima. See my settings, right? See the setting of Ashima, not to the grade Ashima, but the hustling of Ashima as a day. Anybody where they go for Ashima, you know mean say struggle there a day. So does that mean that I can't move out of that struggle to meet someone somewhere beautiful, like maybe East Legon, Lakeside, Cantonment, to settle down?
Of course,
you
can.
can.
So for that adulthood experience like that, it means I dey move from one place to another with my full settings, with my like I don't know how I go talk am.
Okay, anyhow.
Like you check like my full body, my full going there. Imagine if I no build myself in a way where I don't know what be stress. Where I go meet somebody where they tell me say he or she is stressed. I go take see him.
But
But
that
right.
one will
Because
be an
into that be
advert.
what you go figure say that be in adulthood phase.
Right.
Really?
Right.
No, because see, adulthood, like I said, is a transition from childhood to maturity. So me being a child, now I have to now getting to adulthood, I have to fend for myself. Now even my future is even at stake. How to make my life better.
Good.
But I didn't think of it like in that way. I was like, after school, I go to the university.
Yeah.
After I'm done with uni, I get a job. I
Good
start
job.
working.
By this time-
I'm traveling. I'm shopping. All those. But here lies the case.
You'll be struggling with decision making.
You see,
Struggling
even for
with
my own
decision
self,
make- even-
decision
For
on
your
my,
own
for
self.
my own self.
Decision you made in your pajamas, right?
Oh, see you. No, I'm talking about the future. How to make life better for myself, my family, and the rest of the people that are depending
On
on
you.
me
Good.
at this age. Where lies the case? I'm yet to get even a job.
Mind you, that is your struggle. There's somebody also who is up to, let's say, 40 years, who has not seen a drop. Like, if the person sees that, let's say the person is driving around town and he sees that there are people on the road patching roads, the person feels like, what's going on with these people? Like, they have not seen a day of struggle in their life. You understand what I'm saying?
So how do you
But the
understand
adulthood
struggle?
phase is different.
Because you even going to work is a struggle.
I am saying that because you people are relating it to, I don't know how to say it, how you'd
grow up.
and
That
then
is it.
financially, you are relating it to financial stuffs.
But let me say this from another perspective. Don't you think that, especially in this part of the world,
Okay.
we take up adulthood responsibility too early?
Really?
Yeah, I agree with you.
No.
I agree with you on that.
Really?
Yes, because come to think of it, leaving your home, renting on your own is another problem.
At what I'm saying is,
No.
you know, wait,
Yeah,
let me explain. Let me even explain.
Let
me explain. Let me even explain to you.
Let me
We take
cite
up
an
adulthood
example
responsibility
of
too early.
Mr.
And
Kwesire's own.
I will tell you,
Mr.
I will give you my
Kwesire,
reasons.
Let me give you an example of your own for
Calm
him.
down,
See,
calm down,
Global,
calm
let
down,
me
calm
let me
down,
give you an
calm down,
example.
calm
You
down.
let him finish.
Let me just finish.
Yeah, let me
give you an
example.
Let
And
him
cite
land.
certain point. Unconsciously, growing up, we as young kids,
Yeah.
we try to want to escape childhood very early.
Very early.
Now, even when somebody say, this small boy, oh, me I not be small boy, oh. This small girl, oh, me it started not be today, me I not be small girl, oh.
Yeah,
So
unconsciously.
unconsciously, you start making yourself feel like a big girl
Yep.
and a big boy.
Yep.
Because now, in your thoughts, you already know how small picking they think or how big people reason.
Yeah.
So now you are now trying to escape that childhood. So I think that is also a big problem in our society because like a lot of times the people who call themselves adults in reality
Are
they are
not
not
adults.
adults.
Let me add up to what you said. I think your point is very good. Let me add up. See, growing up as a child, and let's say you're the eldest with siblings, automatically, once you are the eldest, you're expected to be an adult and take care of your siblings. That one is automatic. So in our African setting, you don't need to reach a certain age before responsibility is put on you. Some responsibilities come automatically. Imagine you lose your parents. You are expected to just man up and then start taking care of your own thing. So in our setting, that's what I was trying to tell Glover, that it shouldn't be related to age or financial stuff. For us, it is something they just put on you.
No, but I
But
think
you manning up, won't you be paying your younger siblings?
So you
Yes.
have
So
been.
you still
But
have to look for a job that can cater for all of them.
can we let a child be child in our society?
Oh, that's not possible.
Can we let children be children in our society and adults become adults?
I in our settings like this, it can't always be true. Because I mean, the guy always. I mean, the younger generation want to become two adults.
It's
too
not about the
quickly.
younger generation
It is
alone. That's what I'm saying. It's
sometimes-
not today it started. Even in
I
our
understand
time.
you, and we self we no grow. We know.
We said before you started taking up responsibility. See, a 23-year-old boy thinks he's already a man.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
A 23-year-old boy wants to start driving a Benz. Do you get? And this one not be even about even societal pressure. It's not about say maybe society they pressure you, but I don't know how we got to this
No,
level. How did we get here?
society
I think
has
what
an
you are
influence.
saying.
What
to-
kind of
what-
influence? Because
No,
now big
wait,
men,
wait,
while
wait.
we
They
are
are
growing,
seeing everything
Wait,
that's running
wait,
on
I
the
know
media. We have
what-
18 years
what you are
guys
saying,
riding.
we can relate it to a struggle, right? What you are saying, a 23-year-old wanted to be a man. It's not he want to be there too early, want to be an adult so badly, but the situation at which he or she find like himself
And yeah.
warrants that for him to go that mile.
okay.
You understand? Imagine you are from a home where your next meal will come from, you don't know. Whether you eat, maybe you might have only one meal before you go to
Don't
bed.
forget that doesn't happen. That happens not in Africa alone. Oh.
I just want you to understand that the 23-year-old you made an example of, where his next meal will come from, unless God gives him that. But the nigga want to struggle. The nigga want to see the mom, the dad smile.
Happy.
So he has to take up that responsibility just to be there for
So-
the family.
So at that time, at 23, what's the mom and the dad doing?
bro,
No, it's a simple question.
Bro.
What is the mom and the dad doing at 23?
they no get.
They don't have.
They
Maybe
don't
your
have.
your mother is
They
selling in
could
the
have,
market.
they could have been selling these, but they know they buy. You know, I give you an example. Where I think I did GHS class 6, form 1, form 2, form 3. I sold Piota in Ashama market.
Okay.
You know, be say my mom no get, but she's handicapped. May her soul rest in peace. She's handicapped. What must I do? My sis are all in school. They also come back from school. They go to sell. I also come back from school. I go to sell. For just everybody to add up, for everybody to be able to go to school the next day. So at that early age, where you figure say the struggle of like we just don't want to be in adulthood. We enjoy being children. We enjoy being adolescent age. But at that point, we just need to lady up or man up, like they say,
Yeah.
just to be there for our parents
Because of circumstances.
because of
Yeah.
circumstances. It's not we wanting to be in adulthood so bad, but circumstances demand it. Again, niggas, where we come back from school, we have to sell in the market. We come back here, we meet you. Oh, Charlie, I see you and Rao. And Rao, me who? My
And
got
it's
to government
fun.
school parks. Just say we could be able to sell 2 bags of pure water before we can go back to
Oh, Cocoa Pop.
Cocoa Pop.
Cocoa Pop.
Just for us to go back to school the next day, so that we they learn. We want to be bright students.
Now, let me ask you a question. Esther said something that adulthood is not about bills paying. Right?
Yeah.
It's beyond paying bills.
Yeah.
But
I'm
build
coming.
part of
It's
it.
Yes,
good.
it's no.
like
But the fact that you are
60% of
paying
it.
The
bills
bill
doesn't
self-
make you an
self-
adult.
The bill self
Or
be
it does.
like 80% of the whole thing.
Yes. Because
The
I
bill.
can't be an adult
Come
without
on, you can't be an adult without even giving them can't support yourself.
good.
What
You
does
can't
that
even
make
buy
you?
anything
No, that's
for-
why. Wait. The fact that you were selling pure water at that time made you an adult.
No, it didn't make me an adult.
Good.
You
But
were
then-
you were still a child.
Yeah.
I was still a
You
child.
were struggling to make some money for yourself and also take care
Your
of home.
parents.
Not for myself, but
It
for
was
the
a child
home.
acting.
I'm coming now for the
acting as
home.
An adulthood, right?
So, but you were not an adult at that time.
No, I
you were
wasn't.
still a child.
Yeah, I was still an adult.
Situations made him mature.
Situation made you mature and
So-
start doing all of that.
So I want you to
Adulthood,
understand
right?
that situation has made a lot of younger, how do you call it?
Young-
Younger people now
adult.
adults,
That is
because
it.
what they've gone through at their younger age have totally made them. Someone at age 25, 20, 30 didn't go through. So imagine you put those two people on the same place to do something. The rate at which the younger one who went through struggle, not only struggle, but I mean emotionally trauma, wouldn't be the same. They may answer the question differently. You as an adult who gave them that thing will be like, come on, how come you were able to answer this? Or how come you were able to master all this? Or even give out a scenario that fits in yours, like in the situation we are looking for.
So what about the place of peer pressure? If you guys, everybody is just putting it on the struggle of society, struggle of this, struggle of what happens? Where is the place of peer pressure? Because we also know that a lot of people who are out there on the streets who wants to make it so bad, especially younger people, are based on peer pressure.
Yeah.
And peer pressure from people who actually probably didn't have a choice but to struggle. Some now it has now become a norm, not because they didn't have a choice. We have children who have homes, who are they are home good, but they decide to be on the street because of peer pressure.
Yes.
So are we taking that away from the fact that
No, where you see that peer pressure mostly, I think from where I am from, where I grew up, peer pressure no dey catch us.
what are you saying?
Are you sure?
It's true.
What are you
Pressure
saying?
Are you
What are you
sure?
saying?
I'm
is
telling
true.
you that
Where-
where I am
where?
coming from, where I grew up,
I beg, explain.
I agree with
I know
you.
they see your
Explain.
peer pressure.
Good because
Explain.
you
No,
fend for
yeah.
yourself
Are you
since
talking
childhood.
in
I
your
don't want-
perspective or you're
Listen
talking
to-
in general?
Listen
But
to
he's
my-
listen
listen
to
to
him.
what I'm saying.
He
Where I am
personalized
from,
it.
where I grew up.
Everybody that grew up from where you from.
From where I'm from, the niggas I grew up with, we know they see your peer pressure.
Good.
We don't see youth that we want to grow and become
No,
like you.
never.
We are our own motivation.
So you are talking
So-
individually.
That is why I want you to understand that that peer pressure, it's relative. People that grew up in how do you call it, especially the rich homes, they be like, "Ah," or someone from a poor background be like, I want to be like that rich kid. What he was doing, be like, Charlie, I want to be like this guy. Or I want to struggle, bro. It's because that peer pressure guy know where he's coming from, doesn't know his wealth, doesn't know his value.
Let me
That
ask
is
you one
why you
simple
allow
question,
yourself-
Bright. Let me ask you
Okay.
one simple question. Why do you think a lot of younger people are doing scam?
I think I don't know, but I
But
guess
would you say it's because of the pressure?
course.
Yes, they want to buy Benz. They want to
drive
buy
Benz. They want to.
Yes.
I like.
involved.
let's be-
You can't tell me because you even have to
There's
go and
what?
learn
There's what involved? Money involved.
money.
Yes.
But
Money
you
to
you
do
even
what?
have to
Do you
learn
think
the
a
scam.
23-year-old boy can handle $10,000?
That's what I'm saying.
Can
You wouldn't
handle
have
it
to- you
sensibly.
even have to learn
Can a
the scam.
23-year-old boy handle $10,000 with? Brad, let's be sincere. A 23-year-old boy that is struggling, typing, and say, telling another person that I want $10,000. Can
We
that
don't
person
condone
use it?
scamming though, but
Why can't that person
I
use
understand,
it?
but
23?
it's rampant on the street. We see it
Yeah.
every day. We see younger people who wants to drive Benz so badly,
So badly.
who wants to live in a good house. They want to start going to holidays so badly.
are you sure it's peer
Now-
pressure or it's from
It's
the
peer
background? That's where
pressure.
they
No,
come
no, no. Some
I
are from
said
very
some
good
are
homes.
from very good homes.
They still live.
They get.
So
they
wait,
can.
so-
Wait. I'm coming. They can afford 3
Uh-huh.
square meal at home.
Yes, true.
They don't pay bills at home. But the pressure of say, that my guy they drive Benz, so
I forget Benz.
for fear also too. And you know what the guy they do? It is peer pressure cause time day for everything.
Yeah.
So at 25, you they feel like say your time don't dey pass.
Is the pressure
No, that's the
coming
thing.
from
A lot of-
driving the Benz or the money you are going to get?
The Benz. No, listen. A 25-year-old boy. Wait, that's what I'm asking you. I did say a 25-year-old boy will never make money. It time pass.
It time no
Time,
pass.
He hasn't.
It
passed.
time pass. He never even
no
reach
pass.
safe.
Right.
So why will somebody who is like 30, you they feel like say your time don't pass?
Peer
Because
pressure.
of peer pressure, you feel like now society has made it that everybody at a younger age you go see somebody they drive Benz. So you now will be say you dey a bit older than the person where they drive Benz. You feel like my
See
time
me
don't pass. So see me
now.
now.
But that one is
It
a personal
happens-
decision.
No,
Oh,
personal decision, but they want society, and that thing that they influence the
It's
societal
a
decisions.
common thing.
there is a decision for an individual because I can't see my colleagues are married with children, but you know they move me.
Now because
Because
of
I know the
that
type-
individually, you know they move, but generally
But
they move
generally,
people.
I think what you are saying and begin to
Generally,
yeah,
it
dissect
moves
the
people.
whole
You
thing.
can only pick one. Sorry, you can only pick one where we say
Okay.
peer pressure no they affect.
Yeah.
But generally, in our society, a lot of things that happen is based on the peer pressure. I was watching this revealed show that Bolare used to do.
Yeah.
Bolare used to do revealed where he interviewed big men
big
and all of
men,
that.
yeah.
Now, from Discovery, when I was watching that program, you discover that every millionaire he was interviewing, they were not younger guys.
No.
They were big men, like
Yeah.
matured men,
Yeah.
grown-up men. And then one of the men from Kwewu, I remember then, said that if you give a young guy who is not up to 30, you give him $1 million, he will waste it.
Yeah, true.
Now, it doesn't mean that every young guy below 30 will waste that money.
Yeah.
There are some who can actually make sensible use of it, maybe like
Majority
5%.
waste it.
But the majority will useless that money.
Yeah. True.
Do you get? So why if at 30 you cannot handle 1 million
Dollar.
like for your hand, where be say you can make judicious use of it, then why are you struggling to get it?
To buy jail, okay now.
I mean, just to live well.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
because they are escaping childhood to become grown up
Adults.
all of a sudden. That's the point I'm saying,
And-
that
and-
we are
and-
escaping the
And I think as they want to grow up so early, they make them they go through it mentally without
yes.
And-
Okay,
and,
talk.
And I feel like they really they drain them. When you have conversation with 5 guys, you realize that you can sense it in their head that no, this guy is not there. Like mentally, he's not okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Is it those who are into the online
No, based on
scamming
what
or
he's saying, no, based on the conversation we are having, that they want to grow up so early and unknowingly.
Unnecessary pressure they enter
Unnecessary-
themselves.
So
they lose out.
psychologically, they lose it up here. Like unconsciously, they don't know that mentally they are not there.
Now, let me move us. Let's come to the ladies. Now, some girls like to live alone so early.
Yeah.
forgetting that living alone so early they come with.
A lot of
Responsibility.
Obra, new
But
Arabo.
the reason why they don't consider the pressure that comes with it is because they see
Yeah.
somebody where they live some certain kind of life. That's where the pressure, because I know maybe like now only guys because we want to drive
Yeah.
GLK. Girls too.
No,
But
Do you
you
get-
know,
see-
and
social media has actually influenced this particular pressure a whole lot. A lot of our so-called celebrities live or show certain type of lifestyles that the young ones would see and would be like, oh, okay, I want to be like this.
That
I want to do this.
They
I
don't
want
want
to
to go
do
through
this.
the mill.
that
I
is
want
the
to do-
point. If
Because they don't, you said they don't want to go through the mill. Because they don't show them the mill itself to pass
But you
through.
should
Oh, what
know. Come
No,
on.
come
No,
on.
no, 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 no.
No,
They
it's not the process of life.
no.
As in,
Like,
if you don't work hard-
see, like for example,
Uh-huh.
there's this popular person who was interviewed before the whole scandal came up,
Yeah.
and then she was asked the source of her income. And then she said she does share butter. She does share butter business.
are you talking about Aja for real?
Hey God,
Yeah.
I don't mention name.
It's a news out there.
No,
where you
yeah,
like say
it's
be
out there. We are
in
not
the
the one
public
when
space.
when they interviewed her, she vividly said she does shea butter business. She imports shea butter. She takes shea butter out of the country. But then, boom, the whole scandal came to light. So all the girls who were looking at her was like, ah. So you know you were doing other things. So why didn't you show us the other way? And then you were saying all this.
Yes, yeah, it's because maybe you don't get hard for that kind of thing. Won't show you.
You
It
sure
just
said
want
they
to
not
tell
get
you that-
hard.
Wait,
Yes,
it just
wait.
want
because
to
they
tell
have
you
girls
that.
they use.
I want you
backside.
to know that. Look, go out there, look for share butter market, and invest your time in it. Invest your money. In it.
Did she
You
invest?
may, no,
Are you
like,
telling me
share
share butter
butter.
no go fit make you travel?
make you make
Yeah.
travel?
It can't.
It can.
No,
It can make you travel.
It can
Ha-
make you
Yeah,
live that
so
kind of life.
so-
There are women in the market who have been selling shea butter for how long now?
I beg you.
Mhm.
It's
How
not.
many
It's
years
money in their
now?
account.
You know how much they get for their account.
No, do you
Really?
know, no, I want to ask
Come
you
on.
that. Do you understand packaging?
Yes, I do.
So you mean you won't tell me say if you dey sell for market where they package my own nicely,
Okay.
put it online.
Have you seen?
do
Wait,
a
Ah, do you,
wait,
do you know
have
that
you-
girl
have-
Hamama too or something Hammer some girl from the a lady
No.
from,
I am
there's
not-
a lady from the north.
Yeah, the
Selling
very
shea
dark
butter.
one.
Shea butter, yeah, the
I
very
watched
dark
TV3,
lady.
I am
yes.
not.
She
You,
has
you
seen
guys,
Have you
you
seen
guys,
the-
no,
have you
you
seen
guys are
what
getting me
she's
wrong.
doing?
Export
You guys
the
are
shea
getting me.
butter. She's
I am
planning
not
on exporting
saying that shea butter business cannot be exported or cannot be sold or cannot be used to get money financially or anything. I am talking about this particular person on ground.
Who didn't show us that side?
Who did you see any of her shea butter products?
I didn't.
You
Anyway.
did, right? Did you see?
Maybe I have.
Glover, did you see any of her shea butter? But
So-
see,
So
Stevie, I want to ask you how do you navigate? I know we all haven't figured it out. We haven't figured it from our adulthood yet. We are just maybe half of it, not even maybe quarter of it. We haven't. So how do you navigate through adulthood?
I laugh.
This question goes to everybody. How do you navigate through adulthood? How do you survive that point at that point and where you feel like
Glover, it's your question.
Oh, whose question is your
then you
question
feel like,
too?
bro, like I'm really breaking. You know, I'm coming back. You know, a lot of people don't talk, especially the male figures.
Females too don't talk. Oh.
No,
My
the male
dear,
figures.
They don't know.
Whatever is breaking them, they don't talk about it. Especially their emotions, their mental, and they just want to be there for everybody, regardless of whatever they go through. How do you navigate yours?
This question.
Don't cry, oh.
I think personally,
Yeah.
it's just a day-to-day experience and trying to how do I think personally it's just trying to
Survive the day.
survive, not even the day, but you see, just like you say, everybody is different. Yeah. So when you get to a certain level, especially it's part of adulthood. And even when it comes with age to when you get to certain kind of level, certain things will not matter to you anymore.
Yeah.
You would not be interested in some things now, especially when you never make up for life. Like you will now become reserved and putting your energy more on things that matters.
Yeah.
And at that time, you may probably not be thinking of the immediate.
Yeah.
You will not be thinking of how
The future.
the
To
future,
navigate
like how to
towards it.
navigate so that at least the people around, the people that will come, the people that will, that you've not even seen yet, how everybody go take the okay. So for me, now that's how I navigate through after I dey think of surviving every day. The bigger goal now
You
is
check
just
like
the
you
mind.
print some picture for up there for yourself.
What I see,
For some
yeah.
pictures.
So sometimes, Seth, I don't even consider what happens now. Like sometimes I dey forget say tomorrow I go chop. So I go one day I go feel even cup. If I have all my money right now, I might think of what I want to do. Like
that is in the picture.
that is in the picture. The picture I dey see, I will just think of what I want to do in the picture. I go feel even forget say you no get food you go chop this night. I don't know if you get me.
Yeah,
So,
I get it.
but every day just they come with you. Oh,
Bless
Allah,
him.
they go.
No,
yeah.
don't
So,
cry, don't cry. I beg you, don't cry. Jimama, how have you, as a lady, the same question, how have you navigated?
Okay, for
Don't
me,
cry. Why everybody trying to...
I'm not crying.
No, she's
but
been emotional because
Yes,
Yeah,
because-
she's being emotional because, I don't know, this question just popped in my head.
because it's not easy. Yes,
Charlie,
like I say, it's not
I
easy
will
being
go
a
break, 'cause
girl.
Jack like you want to cry.
being a girl.
Yes,
girl.
being a girl, it's not easy. And one thing that keeps me going, I always tell myself that I exist to be real, not to be perfect.
Yeah.
So I come first. If I'm going to feel okay, then fine. I'm not thinking about what the next person is going to feel. As in, if I disappoint you, you should take it that way, because if I have, I will willingly give it to you. Not that I have and I don't want to give you, because that's how people see it at the other side. When they ask you for something, maybe they will see you looking good, then they will ask you for something and you are not able to give them. They will be like, you have and you don't want to give them, but they've not even figured it out how you are feeling at that moment.
Do you know that is a selfish part of people, that's a bit of asking things from people.
Exactly.
They don't consider the tragic part of the adulthood process. For me, I feel like a lot of people have to desist from it. Is I don't know. I don't care about what you, Stephen, you are feeling. I just want to
satisfy my
need.
No.
Immediately once I ask you, Charlie,
Sharp.
I beg, how far?
Send me 100.
Cry. I don't care whether if you've eaten, you are going through something.
Good.
Like a lot of people don't care, and I think with that one, people have to do much better. Especially people, they come when you are in that adulthood era, entitlement towards you becomes so high. They
Very.
expect so much from
A
you.
lot of people depend on you too. Meanwhile, they are seeing you like that, same way you are now.
No, but
I
but
feel like
how about what if it's just life?
no.
People no.
It
Wait,
can't
It
be
can't be
wait.
life. It can't be
Because
Wait.
I'm
business
not
as
crying,
usual every
you think
day.
that it's okay.
No, people naturally depend on people based on connection.
Connection is different.
No, based on
What
connection.
kind of connection?
See, even though you didn't ask me the question,
Yeah, I'll
let,
come
let,
to
let,
you.
let me let me
honestly, you were already debating.
Let me
I'm
answer
not
the
debating.
question.
I just want to for us to
Let
deal
me-
more on.
let me-
like have a more okay.
I am
okay,
answering your question with
okay,
my
okay,
answer.
okay. Give
Okay.
me your answer before
So-
you forget, right?
Oh no, yes. Basically, this our life. It's more like we are living in the jungle. Every day you need to survive without caring about me. That's the same way I also survive without caring about you. Like when you, for example, when you go into the jungle, there's a lion, there's a sheep, there's a goat, there are other wild animals. The lion would have to hunt for the prey. So the lion can hunt for the sheep, and then the lion wouldn't be at fault because he's only surviving. So it is just left for the prey to protect themselves. When you get eaten, you're done. When you're able to keep yourself safe, you know there's another day to struggle for. So take care of yourself. Know that I am going this way. I'm taking the only way to survive is to survive. That's basically it. Because if you die, you're dead. The next person
Like,
continues.
nobody cares.
I
Yes.
think, yeah, I
Man,
think
like-
from what you said, based on the Django story,
Experience.
sorry, from how I see it, it's just like now the sheep will now be seeing the lion as a bad person,
Yes. But the lion is not bad.
but the lion is actually not
No.
bad.
Exactly the
They are
point I was
surviving.
making.
The lion only came to survive, and that's the only means to survive.
Yes.
But the sheep, the family of the sheep now, go they see the lion
As bad person.
as bad. And that is also whatever the sheep they feed from.
Which is
The
the
sheep
plant.
doesn't also care how that thing they take they survive.
Yeah.
The sheep falls back to it, maybe na grass. The sheep doesn't care if
It grows
fertilizer
back
even did
or-
that area for the grass to grow again. All the sheep wants is just to get fed, and the sheep will just go there chop.
Yeah.
The sheep go even come tomorrow see say the grass do die oh,
We go
but
go
still
different place
You go,
now.
you go,
you
still
go
feel-
chop until you finish. If you no dey again, go different place.
Yes.
But him at some point he also see somebody as bad. Now to he don't be bad to another person.
Yeah.
So emotionally, my second question. Emotion. Oh come on, why you put it be like say and they actually
Okay,
so
okay.
emotionally, how do you guys deal with it? I mean, you navigate through it emotionally, mentally. How do you survive?
Sometimes I feel like you just let your emotions flow. When you have to cry, you cry. When you have to be sober, you sober. Just like you said, it's a world where nobody cares. Everybody's for them survivor.
Yeah.
So you can just be in a room full of noise and you can just be quiet. Like you know they even they listen to any other person. And sometimes people will just say, "Oh, what did they do? Are you okay?" But it's normal. It's just life.
In an
Like,
African setting, if they ask you how are you, you're expected to say
I'm fine. Like if you say I'm
No,
not
I
fine,
think a lot of people don't want to be sober in front of people,
Yeah.
right? Because they don't want to be like they've lost, they lose their.
but
guard.
sometimes
But wait,
unconsciously you can even be
if you
sober.
say it,
No,
Mr.
unconsciously
Person,
you can even be
even if-
sober.
even if
a
you
lot of
say
people
it.
read the room,
Yeah.
but they don't want to break their words down because they've built so much high walls around them.
Right.
Hey, we'll
A
need
lot
to
of
Even
talk.
if you say
I think
who
this matter
cares?
you talk,
You see,
we will really need to find a day to talk about this topic. Because I feel like pride they part of human life. A certain level of pride, they affect us as human beings.
as
Yeah.
human beings. And
Wait.
don't forget that overthinkers are also in the same bracket.
Yes.
People that overthink a lot in an adulthood phase, man, I think overthinkers need to put something.
Yeah.
for the
So
comment section.
Esther.
Yeah.
So what would you now say as your final words concerning
No, I think I haven't
adulthood?
said how I also navigate through it.
Yeah.
You
Okay,
didn't
you.
even ask me.
Oh, but
You-
you said it. You
Yeah.
made. I think for me, Charlie, it hasn't been easy, but we're still sailing through. Because sometimes you go to bed, you don't know where the next meal come from, but you need to be there for people. You need to show up for people. You just have to be there for them.
But make
So
it a
that's-
point to take care of yourself first.
But in the process of taking care of myself, a lot of people may see it bad.
But it's life.
No,
So when
do you
break
know
down
why?
how
Do you know
It's
why I
life.
want you to
It's
take
life.
care of yourself?
You know,
first?
It's life.
Do you know why I want you to take care of yourself first? Because these people that you think about, that you say you are supposed to be there for them, you are supposed to provide for them. I'm sorry to say this. If you die today, they'll go and look for a different
They'll
person
move
to
on.
provide for.
So
Yeah, life
is
goes on.
Yes,
Yes,
So
so
with or
you
without you.
take
With
care of
or without
yourself.
you.
Yes.
So it's fair enough that you take care of yourself
Yes,
first.
first.
So that
But
when
you
you
know-
break, when you break down, who will be supporting them? If you
Mr.
don't take
Klesiri will
no.
console him.
Yeah, you need to stay strong.
So you see, a lot of people can't take care of themselves because if they do, a lot of mouth might go to bed. They don't have. Imagine someone who don't depend on you regularly, but you are there for the person in times of bad needs. The person will get the next person to even ask from, but he feels it like, no, with you I find solace, with you I find comfort. How are you going to let that person
That-
just because you
are
want
you
to take care
sure?
of yourself?
Are you
In
sure?
as much as we always needed everybody,
Uh-huh.
even when Jesus Christ was carrying the cross, he needed somebody to carry
help
the cross
with
to
him.
where they were going to crucify him.
But
Can I cite
if
with
would
what?
it be the person who carry Joseph of Arimathea, abi?
Yeah.
Or some, if that person was not there, another person for
Yes.
carry the
Can
cross
I
But
say?
as at
Can I
that
say?
point,
Can I say?
everybody went
was
back.
running that.
Can I
okay.
say a little something about what he said? That if you are not there, they can't survive. But see, this is something that personally happened to me. Okay, I was going home from.
No, I'm not saying that if I'm
No,
not there, they won't survive.
I'm
Regardless,
citing
I
a
mean,
little scenario. It's funny.
no, I want
very,
you to. I
very,
just
I
want
Make
to.
una no
understand.
argue. Just cite your point. Cite your point.
Yeah,
Make we
beyond.
move.
A little scenario. See, I closed from work and I was going home, and I had my last 10 cedis. So I met this gentleman who came to me with a story of he going home and not having transport. So I was like, oh, so let me help this guy out. Sometimes your conscience speaks to you indirectly and you just decide to ignore. But this time I took it in. As I gave him the money and he left, he sounded very emotional. I felt bad for him. But then I was like, this is your last money. And then something just said, follow him. Then I realized when he gets to this person, he'll say the same
Storyline.
storyline. Then you go to this person and you
Hey,
say the
and they got
same
no
storyline.
money.
So as I was following, I got to a point that he was close to a particular woman, and he was saying the same. When he saw me, no, then he said, then you put my money back in my, because you know, say I go blow in cover.
See,
So that is, if you are not there, the person will still find a different means to make it. I'm not saying don't help anybody, but sometimes take care of yourself first.
So as now you dey talk, the floor is yours. So what's your final words
My
on
final
adulthood?
words is for adulthood. Personally, the only thing that has kept me going is God. Because you don't know, like all of you said, you don't know where your next meal is coming from, or you not. Sometimes you even plan, say, this thing set for me. But one way or the other, a different thing will come bust down. So you just know that there's no other way. You are looking up to God and you are doing the best that you can. That's basically it for me.
Right.
I get this one song where they ring for my head inside.
Play so that we sing.
Life in this world
It's
is
a great struggle,
both
both for the
young and for
old.
na
everybody.
na na
See,
na na.
for everybody, you go through them. It's a real life story. See, struggle is real, but adulthood, like the way you said, take care of yourself, mentally, emotionally, be there for yourself. Adulthood and Kazano, we haven't figured it out yet ourselves, but I think so far where we've gotten to in life, you need to be there for yourself, man. Take care of yourself. Peace. I'm out.
Where you dey go?
What?
Jemima dey never talk now.
For my own.
Well,
I
love.
dey out.
Okay, Jemima talk.
Okay, so my advice to the audience is please listen to your parents. Listen to advice and don't be in a haste to leave your parents' house to be on your own. It comes with a lot of responsibilities which you can't handle. And please take God serious too and be praying. Anything you don't understand, just speak to God. He can direct you. And last thing, you exist to be real, not to be perfect. There's no perfect person on this earth.
At all.
You just need to be real to yourself. If you don't have, you don't have. It's not a crime. Just make them understand. Okay? I love you.
Okay, we love you
We
too.
love you too.
But okay, now, personally, what I would like to say on a final note is let children be children and let adults be adults. Let's not rush the process in any way. Going out to everyone. If you're an adult already, try as much as possible to find a way to navigate through, because it no be easy journey. Even when you have money saved, some other things can also pull you down. Not be just financially, emotionally, mentally. You have to be to take care of yourself, like my fellow soldiers have said. So on the ground of we shouldn't hurry the process. If you know, say like in your early 20s or something, if you see someone who is doing well at that age, fine, glory be to God. But it no mean say you go put pressure on yourself. It doesn't mean you are failed in life. Like, you cannot fail. Even at 40, people still pick up the broken pieces and move on with their lives. So don't think you are a failure if at 25 or 26, 27, 28 you never make that millions. Or like, let's not be in a hurry. Just follow due life process, work smart, and try and take care of yourself and take up responsibilities when necessary. So I think that's all I would want to say on the note of adulthood. We are all we adult now. We dey face
Yeah,
am
no
one
be
way or the
adult.
other.
Oh.
We dey
Adulthood
face am
na
to
scam.
one
I
way
get
or
one
the
can't
other.
say I won't talk. I
Yes.
beg, if you are just passing by, stop by. I believe by now, if you enjoy the conversation, don't forget to give us a comment,
Yeah.
give us a follow on all
follow.
social media, and please subscribe to Baby Podcast, and you'll be amazed.
And don't forget Cocoa Pop.
Pop.
Cocoa
We are-
Pop.
This
Cocoa
particular
Pop
episode,
juice.
or it's brought to you by
Cocoa Pop juice. We
Cocoa
couldn't
Pop
have
juice.
done this without Cocoa Pop.
And
Yeah.
don't forget that any event you want to host, any event outdoor, pool party, jams, Bliss venue is available for you.
For you,
Come
yeah.
have fun and enjoy the pool as you did a sky top like that. You go enjoy and die. Peace. We
We're
out.
out.